Notes segment. Blah, 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 blah. The notes section. That was me rewinding myself like a VHS tape.
That was a rewinding?
It was a rewinding.
Blah, 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 blah. I don't
or maybe,
say blah,
maybe,
blah, blah.
maybe the VHS player died. But this is our...
Shout out if you know what a VHS tape is.
I wonder what our demographic is.
Yeah, right.
Everyone, welcome to the very first episode of the Grace Notes podcast. I'm Rocky Ankeny, and I'm joined here by
Josh Wood,
Dave McPherson.
This podcast is really an excuse for us three to get together to talk about things that we love, specifically our faith, the love that we have, and the love that Jesus Christ has for us. We also want to be able to just talk about things that really interest us. That's the notes part of Grace Notes. We really want to talk about, oh my gosh, what's cool and happening in our lives? What are we super interested in news-wise? And then finally, the last part, we combine them Grace Notes. We are doing all music things. We're all musicians. To some degree, some of us are better than others. They're better. Yeah, it's just an excuse to get together, to be reminded of what the Lord's doing in our lives, but also to just get to talk as friends about things that we really enjoy and really love. So this is our first sort of janky episode setup we have going. So it's not that janky. A little bit. Boys, you want to chime in?
If janky is the word we're using to describe the audio setup, then I would say, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
It could be worse, though.
It could be worse.
We figured it out eventually.
It only took 30 minutes.
I feel like it makes sense to tell everyone about how we started meeting up as a group.
I think that's fair. Fair.
Yeah, so my first thought was Titus 10. Mm-hmm. And Titus 10, for those that don't know, our pastor, J. Josh Smith at Prince Avenue Baptist Church in Bogart, Georgia. Go to that church, by the way.
Amazing experience.
Amazing experience. He wrote this book called The Titus 10, and it's specifically a study to learn about... is it men's focus? I think it's men focus. Is it?
Yeah, it is. It is the... I have it sitting over there on the shelf, but it is specific for men, but I think there's a lot of things that apply to everybody. It's the foundations for godly manhood. And he specifically says it's not like the complete guide to godly manhood. It's just the foundations that if you're here, you're at least on the right track, and the Lord will continue to build from there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we started studying through this book, first at Starbucks, and then it became a Bojangles trip.
And they're right next to each other, so it works out.
It just worked out
in case you wanted your coffee still, it still worked out.
Yep. So we've had many a Bojangles trip. We've had many a Starbucks trip. We've had many a trip where we did both at the same time.
We did a multi-state trip this summer.
We did a multi-state trip. We went to DCI in North Carolina. Mm-hmm. What place was it again?
It was Winston-Salem.
Wake Forest University.
Yep.
Wake Forest University.
That vlog is up on the Rocky Point channel. Shameless plug. If you want to go see what our faces look like,
go watch it.
Yeah, it's probably, I don't know, it's probably the first podcast that has been invented by three guys who studied Titus 10 and also went on a road trip to DCI in North Carolina on that particular day of summer.
Yep.
Probably the first one.
Yeah, I think that's a good odds.
That's a good odds. Yeah. So, I think Josh did a really good job of kind of telling you what we're all about and kind of a little bit of our backstory, and hopefully you'll figure out more as you spend each week with us, should you choose to do so. But yeah, 3 segments, 3 awesome things. So we're going to get rocking. You ready, boys?
Let's do it.
Yeah. All right. Our first segment is grace. So I always want to ask 2 questions as we get into this segment. The first one being, what ways have you seen God move in your life this week? And then the second question being, what is one thing God has been teaching or showing you this week? And for us, we're Christians. I hope we probably maybe assumed that knowledge by what we said, but we are Christians. We believe that Jesus died and rose again for our sins, paid the ultimate price that we could not pay, and we are just saved by grace. By faith, and we are just extremely fortunate and walking with the Lord day by day. Mm-hmm. And again, really excited to be able to just talk about it, because this whole thing kind of started other than like us doing Titus 10. Like we were sitting around at church service one morning and going, Pastor Josh talked about like talking more about Jesus, and we're like, why don't we see more people like doing that in like the internet space? Mm-hmm. And we could have a good excuse to get together and just do that kind of thing.
And it helps continue to build our own faith as well.
Exactly. So it's hopefully this encourages you, and like, subscribe, comment, all those things. We hope it's encouraging. So, who wants to start us off with, what ways have you seen God move in your life this week?
I can take the first stab
Josh
at it.
is taking the step.
I'm taking it. So, bit of backstory, just so you know more about me. I'm currently a second-year doctorate student studying horn performance at the University of Georgia. And being specifically a grad student, I realize how much time I don't have sometimes. And this year especially, I've made it a goal to build healthier habits. And I've had a lot of people in my life that have been trying to encourage me to do these things. And I think among trying to do these habits and trying to build them, I feel like I'm seeing God more, if that makes sense. Like, I'm trying to move around more, get at least 10,000 steps a day. I'm trying to eat mostly healthier. And I've actually started journaling. I have not really journaled a whole lot before this past year. And at Prince, we got they're called prayer journals. And I was motivated. I was like, might as well start writing stuff down and start logging things that I logging things that I could have done better. And I think I've seen God move in the sense that, like, I feel like I'm fully seeking him out in, like, my day-to-day life now. And also, I feel like now that I'm more established in following him, I see him move more in my friends and my other colleagues. I actually hung out with a friend today at home, and for the first maybe 20, 30 minutes, we were just sharing our testimonies because he just recently came to Christ this past year. And it was just really cool to hear because as he was sharing his faith and he was telling about that, he mentioned how one of his previous students, or one of his current students rather, went to that church that he's at, and now he's starting a Bible study for his instrument, like in the Redcoats, the marching band at UGA. So I feel like maybe I'm more aware of how he's moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now
that I'm actually trying to do new things. And because of that, I feel like I kind of approach relationships in a different way too. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I think I'm more aware when people aren't, like, spiritually in touch with something now. Whereas before, in my previous, like, what I call friendships, I realized they were very not fulfilling. And it's like I found them fulfilling at the time. And I look back and I'm like, really?
Well, that's just growth and in sanctification. Like, the more, like, when we're young, we don't eat solid food, and as we grow up, we have a more complex palate. It's the same sort of thing. We're growing in maturity, and we're able to see those things that we wish we could have seen back then, but didn't have a clue because we just didn't know what we didn't know. And so that's a really cool thing to look at and see that progress. Mm-hmm. That's another way to see how he's been faithful to you.
Yeah,
that's been cool.
Yeah. So I'll do what Josh and introduce myself as well. I am a current second-year master's student at UGA, and Josh and I are roommates. So, and then.
Yes, we are.
I forgot.
I just didn't mention it. I'm sorry.
So yeah, that's the completion of the triad of us there. It's Josh and I are roommates, and then Rocky and his wife Marissa are great friends of us from church and school and all that. So, for me, I would say the biggest thing is how. Oh, and I'm a percussion performance major, so everything drums. For me, whenever I've been playing a lot more recently, I have really felt more relaxed when I practice than I did in previous weeks. Say, leading to my master's recital, I wasn't as relaxed as I am now, leading to my auditions soon. And I feel like that's just me trying to let go and just let God take control of everything that he has done, that he has already done. And when I play with that more relaxation and focus on just the enjoyment of the musicality that I'm performing, I'm able to see and hear it in my recordings on myself that I am enjoying it more and the musicianship is at a higher level than it was before. Um, Another instance that this week at UGA we had Jan Fest, which is one of the biggest events in the country for music, and it has 1,000 high school students over at one campus and 9 concerts in one day on the Saturday, and it was really really cool to see um, basically a working machine and everybody just no concert was delayed and everything was on time and some were early, and so um, even though some of them working probably not might have not been Christians or some of them are, it's just cool to see God able to put leadership in place and make it to where everything runs the way it should.
Awesome. Yeah, it's always, having been a former band director myself, it's any big event, like, it's just crazy how much time goes into planning it and making it like perform flawlessly. So to see that, yeah, it's definitely not just a one person thing, it's a God thing, and just having it all in place. And kudos to all those people for making that happen. So for me, what's been interesting, Josh previously talked about Bible journaling. So every day, I remember last year when we did the journaling, it's our Look to Jesus January. That, we're in the middle of our 3-week fast, where, we last year we talked about the secret place, and, the Father who hears you in secret will reward you in secret. It's been a whole transforming way of looking at fasting and that sort of thing for me. I know last year I prayed about some things and saw some progress on them throughout those 3 weeks. We're only about a week in now, and I was writing down this morning just some of the things that have like come to a resolution even since a week. So that's been really, really rewarding to, or should I say, I feel very blessed to have seen that already and seen his faithfulness in it. On the night of prayer, I asked Pastor Josh to pray for me about refreshment. I just needed some refreshment. I felt very, I don't know, I felt like I was giving a lot, especially at work. But it just felt like there was never a moment where I like caught my breath in terms of like getting my energy back. And I feel like he's breathed a new refreshment into my life over the past week, which has been great. I have a previous student that when I was teaching high school band, she texted me this morning at like 2 a.m. I didn't see it until like 6:30. But she's like, I'm getting baptized on February the 8th. And I was like, that's dope. Like, I knew that she had bad experience with church before in the past. And it was just, I don't know, I was overjoyed to hear that. So that was an answer to prayer. That wasn't even a prayer I prayed this week. It was, from years ago. I mean, I've been an elementary school music teacher for about 3 years now. So that's really rewarding to see. And then my mom's fiance, longtime family friend, he has had a lot of medical issues just in general, from breaking his back at one point. Like he's still going, like he's great. But he's had some swelling all over his body recently, and I prayed about that. And I messaged my mom the other day, and she was telling me that like he's lost, like they put him on some other new medication or something that helped bring that swelling down, and he's lost like 10 pounds.
Oh wow!
Which has been crazy because that's been in like less than a week's time. So that's good, great, and it's great to just see him working. And I guess I didn't really explain what I do. Hi, I'm Rocky.
Hi, Rocky.
Hi. I'm a quoter of SpongeBob. No. For my profession, my assignment is currently being an elementary music teacher here in Athens, Georgia. This is what I just said, year 3 of doing that. And then prior to that in Virginia and North Carolina, for like 5 years combined, I was a high school band director. So I'm still in the music realm. I play horn every Sunday with church orchestra, and yeah, March DCI was a whole thing. So yeah, we're music people. We love the Lord, and it's been great. So question 2. Question 2, as I pull up my notes here, what is one thing God has been teaching you or showing you this week?
I think for me, I would say he's been showing me the importance of his guidance. I feel like because we get exposed to a lot of different things, there are a lot of avenues that we can go. And God, he says, like, you know, you choose whatever route you choose, I'm going to be there with you. But there's very clearly right routes and wrong routes, right? And I feel like God has been showing me more of like the red flags and the warning signs to these wrong routes, especially building with these new habits. Like, things just become a lot more clear this past week, which, by the way, the week felt quite long, and I don't know if it was because I'm fasting specifically from social media and specifically scrolling. I would spend like 3 or 4 hours, not even kidding, a day just scrolling, and now I don't have that time to scroll. I have that time doing other things, and I'm thinking, wow, I actually have time to do things. Like, it's amazing. It's crazy. I would also say his foundation and being able to rely on him. I feel like sometimes I don't fully understand like the depth and the levels of relationships that we have with him, because there are several ways that Pastor Josh describes it where, you know, to him there is a father-son relationship, to him there is a friend-to-friend relationship, and then there's a master-servant relationship, right? And in all those ways we're to kind of rely on him to go through life. And many times I fall in the master-servant thing, the son and father thing, but usually I'm lacking in the friend-to-friend thing. Yeah, me personally.
Yeah, no, I've definitely been there, and it's interesting that you mentioned the fluctuation. And a lot of times we think of it as linear, and obviously as we get more involved in the sanctification process, as we become more aware, filled with His presence, as we learn more about the whole story of the Bible and how it just inspires us, the more we will see His hand, and I think we'll go deeper into a lot of those, and we'll find more of that friend to friend thing. And I think it's just not something that we think the Lord. How is it? It like boggles our mind how the Lord of the universe can call us like friend, like
right.
Like I think about hanging out with you two. I'm like, oh, you know, Jesus just popped up. He's right here. Like it's very, you know, He made everything, but He says, welcome our guest. You know, like I think about meeting like even like I don't know, Mr. Beast or Ryan Trahan or insert celebrity name here, someone who's done all of these things, and you go, could I be friends with? I'd like to be friends with this person, but I don't know if I have like the street cred. If we met them, we'd probably be like super duper nervous and like wouldn't be the way we think we would be. But it's crazy that, you know, the Lord of all creation, higher than any of those celebrities could ever hope to be, is like, yo, you're my friend. Right. It's just, again, it's something that it's hard to wrap our minds around. And I love that last week's whole focus we're praying 4 different weeks for our Look to Jesus January kind of thing. So this first week we looked at fullness. And it's almost like the more in tune you are with the Spirit, removing the hindrances, being able to hear His still small voice, the more you will be filled with His presence, the more you'll be able to recognize a lot of those things. You're like, I'm aware of those now. It makes sense that those distractions are out of the way. Yeah. Now that you can just like tune into it. So.
And if you're coasting, those red flags are so hidden. And after you kind of make like that confession in your heart that you do need Jesus in your life, those things become glaringly obvious. That's something I was talking to my friend Hunter about today. And the other thing I wanted to mention, considering that question, was how I approach music. Personally, when it comes to me being a grad student and applying for future jobs and looking for, you know, maybe an orchestra seat, I have to face enumeration where, you know, I'm in a pool of like 50 to 100 people. It goes down to 30, then 3, then 1, right? So I'm always like, okay, I'm a default because of enumeration in some way being compared to someone else, and therefore I fall in that trap. of comparing myself to someone else and how they sound and how they interpret an excerpt or something like that. But I feel like God has been showing me recently that I don't need to worry about all that. Like, for example, I competed this past October for the UGA Concerto competition. I made finals, and before I went on stage, I went to our orchestra room, I knelt down, prayed to God, and I said, Lord, I don't care what the result is. I just want to, one, have fun, but two, and more importantly, glorify your name in whatever I do, and give the performance to you, trust you with it. And going back to my idea on foundation, when you put things and truly rely on, like, when you, let me try, sorry, a lot of things at once. When you actually put the things to him and you trust him with these things, you realize how much he can do in your life. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's true.
And that honest to God was like one of the most fulfilling, rewarding performances I've had. And I know it wasn't fully a me thing. And I think he's showing me that I need to approach all music in that way, whether it's a practice session or a performance or a competition or an audition. Like, he's a constant thing that I can rely on.
Yeah, I think I think just like we talk about living in this world, it's just the day to day and what we're surrounded with our senses. It's so easy to just get focused on the things of the world and forget to think about, like, again, the Lord is our friend. The Lord is has a plan for us. He's sovereign. Why are we trying to do it without him half the time? It doesn't make any sense. We're like, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I try to compartmentalize, like, okay, these are the Lord things. This is like, and not like intentionally, but like it just happens that way. Like, okay, this is almost like separation of like work and home. It kind of feels that way, but like, okay, this is God. This is not when I've truly experienced his fullness is when I try to wrap all that up. It sounds like exactly what's going on there. Mm-hmm. And you reminded me, I love being able to swivel and just grab my Bible. It's super great. I was literally studying John 11 earlier today, and Jesus specifically speaks about, well, let's just say that Lazarus is, died at this point, and they've said he's about to die, and then he does die. And basically the disciples are like, because they have to go back towards Judea, and like he just almost got stoned. It's a whole thing. And so the disciples are worried. Rabbi, the Jews were just now seeking to stone you, and you're going there again. And Jesus answered, are there not 12 hours in a day? If anyone walks in the day, he does not stumble because he sees the light of this world. And so to me, that goes, my Father has willed for us to go back. It's not my time to die yet. It's like, we're good. Like, it's going to be fine. I'm so in full with the Spirit. Like, I know what's going to happen. We're good. Mm-hmm. And that's just such a cool thing. Everybody, they're like, I think the disciples are really easy to relate to because we're so much like them, because they're literally standing next to the Jesus in history doing all the things, and they're like, but they might stone you. Okay, well, you do have the Lord of the universe with you, so I mean,
like the guy,
just the guy,
the guy.
Yeah. They can forget. I think we too. We forget a lot.
Being humans,
Yeah, exactly. We're human.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's like the moment you trust him with the things and you see what he can do with them, it just makes the most sense to do that with everything in your life. Mm-hmm. It just makes sense, and there's no other way to do it.
Yep, agreed.
Yep. Well, going back to the question of God has been teaching / showing this week. The biggest thing for me, I've known this my whole life, but it's been more upfront the past few months, is realizing even more how important having a Christian friend group from church is while tackling everyday life. A little more background for me. I went to Liberty University, which is one of the biggest Christian schools in the country, and then I went to a church right next to Liberty University, so more believer friends there. And I even taught at a elementary school teaching music, and majority of the teachers were Christians. So I was in a bubble of Christianity for 10 years, 8 years, probably 7 to 8 years. And so coming down to UGA, where I am not in that bubble anymore, and having to find that strong Christian family and that strong Christian group, it's been really important in my survival here at the School of Music. And being able to go to a safe place, and which is Prince Avenue, and going to the Sunday school class that we have, and then seeing Rocky and Josh there every single Sunday, at least most Sundays, is really, really important. And it's just opened my eyes. And without it, if I was just staying at home and be by myself and just not going to church on Sundays, even though I'm super busy, even though I work 3 12-hour days, I still want to go to church the next morning. And it just refreshes everything that happened the previous week. And even though I only see most of those people in this community group once a week, catching up with them, seeing their joy on their face of the Lord, seeing them talk about their week, talking about what they do and that they actually love it, it just really impacts how I go for the next week. And which is why I'm glad I was raised that way, with going to church no matter what. Like, I wanted to play travel ball and stuff like that, but my parents didn't let me because we had to go to church. So even though I didn't like it at that point, because of that, I was taught that it would be really, really impactful later on, which is now, and it shows even more so every single week.
So. That's awesome. Yeah, we all isolation is one of the biggest tools of the enemy.
Without a doubt.
Yep.
Especially in an age where you can just sit behind a screen and scroll for hours, or order your food online and never talk to a person.
Yep.
I mean, we do that, but I mean,
like at home.
Yeah, but like we all need people to like pour into us. We need to, realize that we all have similar things going on. We're suffering through similar things, and that we all rely on the one true God together, and it just helps build that community.
And I'm surrounded by extroverts right now, where I'm an introvert. So going out to those places and talking to people and doing all of that is something I've worked on for many years, the past few years, and it's tough every single time. And I'm like, I don't want to talk to people right now. I can just stay home.
If you made it this far in the podcast, can you spam the comments with "Go David, go introverts"? Please just spam the comments, because.
Force yourself to go out there and talk to people, because it really helps every single time. Also, becoming an elementary music teacher, that also helps not being an introvert.
This is the wrong segment for me to talk about.
Can I just say, when he said he was surrounded by extroverts, I'm honored, because I was the most introverted person ever. And now you can't really get me to get quiet. And I'm a teacher.
We haven't known the introverted Josh.
I was gonna say, I've never known an introverted Josh.
That's what I'm saying. When I was in high school, especially, I did not talk to much of anyone. Like I had acquaintances, and I was cordial, and I was just quiet and to myself until you got to know me. Now you don't have to get to know me. I'm just me everywhere I go.
Perfect. That's how it should be.
Yes, I agree. It's refreshing. I like being me all the time. It's good.
Yeah.
Ching, ching. So I guess to wrap up this segment, I'll finish with what's one thing God has taught or showed me this week. It's that how my testimony is valid. I think for a long time, I grew up in church. I knew things were right. I had a real more authentic relationship with the Lord as I've gotten into my late 20s and early 30s. But I was just been like, I went to church, and then it just kind of happened, And I think this Sunday, especially when we talked about it in our community groups, and I kind of realized that there are other people that also have had similar experiences. Like I didn't like shoplift, and all of a sudden saw a light on the road to somewhere and became a Christian. Like it, those are great stories and great testimonies. But like for me, I'd always wonder, I just don't feel like I have enough. And it's been a real treat for me to get to actually kind of write my own testimony down on paper and go, oh yeah, so yeah, I was saved at an early age, but I really didn't, I flatlined. I kind of grew up in the faith in my late 20s and early 30s, and really found this real, authentic relationship with the Lord and Creator of the universe, and started to mature in my faith. And I knew who I was, and I'm not that anymore. And it's all thanks to Jesus who saved me.
Amen.
So we're going to keep practicing those 15-second testimonies as we continue on. But
Yes.
the other thing that he's really shown me is just that, like you were speaking about, Josh, that reliance on him in every aspect. It's so easy to be, the world says, you have to have it together. You should have everything together, man.
Yeah.
It's been relieving to let go in so many moments and go, I've done all I can do. He's got this. It's all his anyway. All things are from him and to him. So let's just let him work. Not sit back and be lazy. Put effort in, but know that I've done all I can do, and that's all I can do.
Yep.
And I've just felt a lot more peace about it. So,
A lot of anxiety when you think about it that way.
Yeah. Why be troubled when I can't control what I tell my students this all the time? It's like, hey, stop telling blah 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 to be quiet, because you can't even control you. You need to worry about yourself first, and then you can't. There's nothing you can do that will make him be quiet. You can't physically close his mouth. You can try, but he'll get sent out of this room. Okay, don't do it. It's a similar thing. Do all you can do. No anxiety about it, and just let it be.
Yeah,
the Lord will take care of it.
It's cool.
It's been great. So to end our first segment, I think we should do. We'll do this with every segment. By the way, this is our first episode. We're gonna do trivia. I'm gonna be the trivier. They'll be the trivies. I don't think that's real words, but
No, it's officially a word.
trivies and triviers.
The trivie and the trivier.
So I'm going to be
Quiz
by
master.
Chris.
It is
Quiz
now-
master.
I want T-shirts with it. And I'm going to be asking them random trivia questions throughout the seasons, assuming we keep doing this. And so we'll do like a little break here after I ask it. They won't give their answers. They'll write them. Well, they'll think about them. We'll do the next segment. We'll ask another trivia question, and they'll think about it. And then at the very end of the episode, they'll write down their answers. I'll have them flip them and read, and we'll see if they got them right. We'll keep the point tallies for a trophy or not trophy. I don't know. We'll figure out how it's going to go. We might just give you some candy. Welcome to the trivia being an elementary teacher. Okay. So your first trivia question. Insert cool music here. We'll eventually get there. All right. This is a music question.
Yes.
All right.
Thank God.
Before the 90s and 2000s traditions of all drum corps playing, before the transition of all drum corps to current modern day instruments, they played on bugles pitched in a specific key to give them a loud screamer sound. DCI officially allowed instruments in any key after that point, which is why we have it. So what was the original traditional key of these bugles in drum and bugle corps?
Okay, I have an idea. I'm
I
gonna
have no idea.
Okay, well, you heard
There's
that,
only
folks.
one of 12 choices.
Think
right?
about
Just so
it.
you know,
It's
Josh and
true.
Rocky are much more into DCI than I am.
The next
Right,
question
still
has
into it,
nothing
but they
to
are
do
much more DCI.
with drum corps or music at all. So
Okay, I have my answer.
Okay, so don't reveal it yet. We'll be right back after this break, and with our next segment, we will be talking about notes, things that we are interested in. So thanks for sticking with us. We'll have the answers at the end, as always. It's the first episode, so it'll be at the end. All right. All right, and welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us there. Again, trivia answers will be at the end, but let's move on to the next section, the notes segment. The notes section. That was me rewinding myself like a VHS tape.
That was a rewinding?
It was a rewinding.
Blah, blah, blah. I don't
Or maybe,
say blah, blah, blah.
maybe the VHS player died. But this is our
Shout out if you know what a VHS tape is.
I wonder what our demographic is.
Yeah, right.
So excitement for today. What are we excited about? We just talked about grace, which would be, I put in parentheses on the show notes, Yahweh all the way. And then this is excitement for today. And then we've got our grace notes, which will be play, 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 because that all rhymes and it's music and it's all things. So our notes, just anything we're excited about. Eeny, meeny, miny. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first this
All
time.
Do it, David.
So mainly for me this week, I'm excited to get back to running.
Yeah.
I injured my knee like a week and a half ago.
No.
Lovely commentary from Rocky there.
Thank you. Help me here. Always.
That was so good.
And it was just a minor tweak. And I was just slow running, and it was just a minor tweak. And I don't know how it happened, but it hurt for a week and a half. And it was an injury where you just had to let it heal over time. And those injuries suck. And so it finally stopped hurting right before JanFest, and I was busy during JanFest, so I couldn't run. But now I'm back and have some time to where I can run throughout the week. And yeah, it's just I've enjoyed running, and I'm just ready to get back out there and be in the nature again.
Yeah, running.
Nature's cool. I learned that on a hike with him recently.
Have you guys seen the nature video?
The
who?
nature.
Oh, okay. Well, too bad this isn't a video podcast. Yet, let us know if that's what you want.
It's coming.
I'm not sure I want to deal with the camera thing.
Taking their hour.
Yeah, I know. It'd take 3 more hours of setup. But yeah, I'll share that with you. Remind me, nature. It's shout out to Becca Lee. She was formerly Becca Lee. She's now Becca Ritter. She showed me that video. It's hilarious. But I'm also like trying to run more than I do stuff now. It's funny you say that. So like I, for the longest time, have just been like run a 5K every Saturday, do other fitness things in the middle of the week for like 2 times. And I noticed I kept getting slower. I was like one of those runners. It's like I run just enough to stay the same or get slightly worse.
Yeah.
So starting with this year, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do 2-mile Tuesdays, 1-mile Friday, as fast as possible, and then keep my 5K on Saturday. And I've only been doing it for like a week and a half or 2. And I'm already like, it's like, duh, why didn't you do this a long time ago? Duh. So, yeah, and it's been giving me more energy. It's been really great. So, yeah, running.
Yep.
Running.
Well, I'm not a runner. I am a stepper. I'm a stepper. Sorry. No, I actually just got a walking pad recently.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it goes up to a whopping 4 miles per hour.
Hey, that's faster than some people crawl.
That's true.
I had no idea what I was going to say there.
Or not.
You ever start a sentence and don't know where it's going?
Yes, that's called every sentence I've ever spoken.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, it goes up to 4 miles per hour, and that's how I get my 10,000 steps a day. Is I'll sit there, I'll put up Ryan Trahan's been my main go-to recently. We do this a lot, in case you don't know.
We're both horn players. It happens.
Right. And really, the thing that got me back into being more active was David, honestly, because we went on a hike that was a little longer than we anticipated.
Yeah, it ended up being a little over 5 miles. Yeah.
I feel like there's a story. We need to have a story time segment at some point.
Yeah, that's a good story.
Yeah, that would be.
But also my girlfriend's been really like adamant and like trying to get me to do healthier habits, like moving around especially and eating better. And he was also a big push to help me because I got like almost 20,000 steps that day we went on that hike. And since then I've been about 10,000 steps a day since the 5th of January.
I love it.
And I feel good.
Amazing.
Health.
Health.
Oh yeah, Josh. You want to talk about? I thought your thing. Talk about your thing.
Yeah.
It's our thing. Everybody's thing.
I'm
gonna stop talking now.
I'm not going, but yeah. Y'all's thing.
You'll be there in spirit.
There's several a thing that I'm looking forward to. Firstly, I had to say the Look to Jesus conference that's coming up this weekend or this Friday.
Yeah.
Either. Rocky and I will be participating, and it's going to be a fun time. I was going to go last year, and then I got sick. I was very sad.
Wow.
So I'm very looking forward. I'm very much looking forward to be
Muchos looking
forward to be at that conference. And then maintaining my goals, trying to do better about that as well. Because I just feel good after this past week. Like it's only been 7 days of me actually trying to eat better, and I still feel good. I've been pretty much doubling my protein, and I'm eating like 1,000 calories less than I normally do.
Nice.
But because I'm eating so much protein, I feel full pretty often. So another thing I'm looking forward to is Indiana beating Miami. I'm looking forward to that.
That's short.
That's here in about 27 minutes.
Yeah.
There we go.
At least I'm predicting. I think everyone except for the people in Miami are predicting that.
If you're listening to this, you already know. You can look the scores up, see how it went.
True. I'm making a prediction. Actually, no, I'm not. I don't want to.
We've done that. Flashback.
Yeah, flashback. And the other thing, I don't know when it's coming out, but I think it's this month. Rhythm Heaven comes out for the Nintendo Switch 2. And I am a gamer. I'm very much classify myself as such. And I love specifically rhythm games.
What? A musician liking
Such a
rhythm
nerd.
games?
Oh,
Wow,
does that
come
tie into
on,
the
yeah.
music thing?
Nah, it's fine.
I'm looking forward to a non-music game.
It has parts that aren't.
Kirby Air Riders. We'll say Kirby Air Riders.
I am at a point now. Like I saw a graph someone did. Of course, I love YouTube video essays. In fact, I would say that I am becoming one that makes those myself. And someone was talking about like when you're a kid and you're gaming, you don't have any of the money, but you have all the time in the world to play all the games. So the ones that you played as a kid, like you remember the most, you spent the most time in, like even like in college, like Breath of the Wild, that was still like edge of college for me. And I like poured so many hours into that game. And then you become like an adult and it's like you have all the money to buy all the games you want. However, the time in which you can play them has significantly decreased.
Yep.
And so it's like you cannot physically play. Like we're sitting upstairs in front of my like entertainment center looking thing. And I have 3 games still in the wrapper that I have not played yet because I haven't had the time. I'm still Josh, and I put in I'm still trying to beat Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Really?
I literally thought I was on the last level yesterday, and I was wrong.
Oh.
It was. You probably know the one I'm talking about.
I know exactly
I was
what you're
like,
talking
man,
about.
we got a museum. Okay, this is clearly it. No.
No.
Spoiler alert. I'm not going to say anything. There's a certain thing that happens with a certain character, and that person is not in a particular place. And I was like, oh, this is it. This has to be the last level.
Yep.
It's not.
It's not.
And now I'm in an amusement park. So here we are.
Oh, yeah.
So
I know you're
I don't
talking
know how close I am. I don't want to know how close I am, but I feel like
I know.
Josh
I
knows.
won't say.
Because Josh beat it this summer.
I did.
He's now, last summer.
1 weekend.
It was like 2 weekends, okay?
And I'm sitting here like put in a session yesterday. I'm like, I'm tired.
Dude, I need to fix that habit. I beat games so quick, and I'm like, man, like Pokemon, it took me like 3 days to beat.
We need I get distracted. I do all the side things. We need like to do a charity for like games done quick. We just need to sit down and have Josh stay up for like 48 hours, how many games he can beat, and have people donate money to a charity of our choice. We can be there too.
You put a lot of trust in me to do that.
We'll take shifts.
Yep.
We'll take shifts.
We'll take shifts. Someone
Rocky
sleep.
and I
I'll
be the
play.
same team, and
yeah.
it'll be just for us.
24-hour Smash Bros. Tournament.
Dude.
70 billion stock.
Oh my gosh.
No. Final destination.
Yeah. No items.
No items.
Hogwarts Legacy. Oh my god.
So, for me, speaking of the YouTube stuff, I am so excited. So I've been doing this thing every day, and I show Josh every Sunday in
It's
between
true.
services.
Can't confirm.
I got to do one for today, actually. I do 5 minutes, or a little bit more, of ideation for YouTube. And I do it on like a drum corps channel. So like I've been trying to, even if they're not fantastic ideas, I think about things that are interesting or I haven't seen. And I try to like think about it. 5 video ideas a day, 5 days a week, not the weekends. Give myself a break. I mean, was that 52 times 5? Somebody.
110. No, that's not right.
What was the question?
It's, hold on.
We have technology.
260.
Okay. So
No, that can't be right.
Okay.
52 times 5?
52 times 5 is 260. You were right.
Oh!
There you go.
260 ideas.
Video game brain. I'm kidding.
That's how he beats all the things.
Insert clap here.
Yeah. Sorry, my computer just like locked, and I was like, I hope that didn't stop.
Oh no.
But 260 ideas in a year. How many video ideas you can pull from that? It's just, you know,
At
even if
least
they're not great.
260.
I know Ryan. Yeah, at least 260. I know Ryan Trahan does something similar to that, where he does 10, but I'm not as cool as he is, or making the kind of monetary value that he is. So, I'm staying in my corner. But I'm really excited about it because I think about some really cool things, and it's interesting to hear like present them to Josh. And he goes, "Oh, I'd watch that. Oh, I'd watch that." And it's like
They're good ideas, y'all. They're really, really good ideas.
I'm excited. I gotta. So here's the plan. 2026, big deal for the channel. Hopefully, I'm saying it because I've got to finish this cruise vlog edit that I've been working on for way too long, and then we're gonna pop into the Carolina Crown video, and
Cool.
that one I was like mid script when I stopped working on it. So like we are
That's gonna be good.
in the pipeline. I'm gonna try to have things in a rotational pipeline where it's like, okay, I'm writing this one, I'm filming this one, I'm editing this one. Rotate up. I'm writing this one, I'm filming this one. You know, all the things. We'll see if that works. You'll know at the end of this year if that happens. And I'm also really always excited for Ryan Trahan's new channel, Ryan 3000.
It's
every single
so
day.
good.
If you thought, it's just something about seeing him every day and sitting down with Marissa, my wife, and it's just like a community. Like we'll go to church. Oh my gosh, did you see the thing that happened with Ryan this week? That's crazy. It's just a cool thing. Very similar to 50 States, but way less. I'm sure doesn't require as much planning.
It's just play and pause, and that's it.
Yeah, it's
Pretty
just
much.
no editing allowed, which is super
I
easy.
love that rule.
Yeah, super easy for him to get done. So that's cool. I guess that's it for this segment, isn't it? That's what we're excited
guess so.
about. So trivia question
Trivia
number
time.
2. Bum bum bum. All right. Like I said, answers will be at the end, but here's question number 2. This. Yeah, okay, you get a choice. You want a tech question or a tech question?
I guess it's
Okay,
that
tech question. All right.
Thank God, that's what I wanted.
Speaking of Ryan Trahan often uses a distinct lo-fi aesthetic. In the early 2000s, before high definition, what was the name of the Apple laptop that looked like a colorful plastic clamshell?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Answers will be at the end as always. They're going to think about it.
What is it called?
I hope they can figure it out. I have it in front of me, but again, as the trivia,
I literally
they've gotta
used
figure it
one
out.
in elementary school.
Yep. Me too.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I went in elementary school. Wow.
I think it's the one. Wait, it's like
It's a laptop.
Oh, the laptop.
But it looks like the one
I'm
you're
thinking of the
thinking of.
desktop one.
You're thinking about that one, but
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is that one. But it's.
There's a specific name for it.
We'll be back after this word from
Oh, man.
not our sponsor. All right, and we're back with our final segment. We hope you've enjoyed getting to stick around on this first episode of Grace Notes. Leave us a comment and let us know you made it to the third segment, or just to say hi. All right, this is the Grace Notes section of Grace Notes, lovingly titled "Play, Play, Play." So basically, we're asking, what is something super awesome you've enjoyed in the world of music this week? It could literally be anything we're excited about. And I guess I'll start this one. I remembered in my ideation process about Phantom Regiment 2010, which was Into the Light. And
Yes.
that drum corps may not have been as talented as the 2008 World Championship drum corps a couple of years before, but that show was just artistically just wonderful, very peak. They started in the tunnel, they ended in the tunnel, solos, guard moments, big. There's no electronics that's happening really. In terms of like miking, everything was acoustic, and it was just glorious. Second year in the Dome, or the band barn as everyone calls it in Indianapolis. It was just, I don't know, rediscovering that show has been, I don't know, it's always nice to reminisce and see that, but to appreciate it in a new light, no pun intended, every single time you get to watch it. And again, one of the ideas I have for a video made me think about that show. So that's what I've been excited about.
I'm gonna go next because Josh also has one of mine.
Yes, true.
I guess the biggest thing in my life coming up this week is my doctorate auditions for UGA.
Boy.
So both excited and nervous at the same time. But as I mentioned earlier in the podcast, that I'm just trying to let God do the work and what I want to do. So I just gotta relax the whole entire week. But the fun thing this week that I'm looking forward to, or just in the next few weeks, is Bruno Mars' new single that came out recently, and just getting ready for his new whole album. And so whenever that is, I don't know the release date of that.
What's the name of the single? Because I don't think I've listened to it.
I just might.
Yeah.
You might tell me about it. Well, what is it?
I just might.
Just might. Sorry, you better get used to this, listeners. I'm just saying.
So, depending on when you're listening to this, the album's probably already out, or it might not be out yet.
It could be. This might come out in 2 years from now.
Yeah.
It'll come out sometime this week,
So,
hopefully.
You'll know how many records it wins, probably.
Yeah.
Depending on Bruno Mars' track record, he'll probably win a lot of Grammys.
Track record. You get it? Sorry. Sorry.
My unintentional puns work.
Hey, they're good, man. For myself, I also put down the Bruno Mars song / album.
What are you guys, roommates?
Oh my God, they were roommates. Other things I put. Charlie Puth's new album that's coming out in I think 2 or 3 months. I have historically not liked a lot of his older music, but I listened to one song that he released out of the middle of nowhere called Changes, and it is actually a really good song. Have you heard it before?
Nope, not yet.
It's really good. It's got a 80s vibe to it, and it's really catchy. And I was like, you need to write more stuff like this. I like this.
See everything
stuff.
you were doing before? Take it and put it over here and do something else.
Okay, let me rephrase. I thought his music before was fine. It was fine. I could listen to it. It's fine. The music that he just released, I'm like, yes. If you've only released this for the rest of your musical career, would not complain about it at all. Would be totally fine with it.
I have a question for you, Josh.
I have an answer for you.
About popular music and an artist and your perfect pitch. Because I have a friend. I've already mentioned her. Becca Lee Ritter. Becca Ritter.
Yeah, you remember.
Yeah. So she has perfect pitch as well. And I remember early in our friendship, in college, she mentioned that she could not listen to Adele because she's always flat.
She has a history of that.
Does that also apply to your understanding? It sounds like it definitely does.
There's definitely some artists that have tendencies, and it's pretty much across the board. For me, it is Sam Smith. I do not listen to Sam Smith a whole lot because their voice is just really sharp from what I hear a lot of times.
Should they tune their whole thing to 442, 443?
I think it might be 449.
Oh my god,
it's bad. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I believe Charlie Puth has perfect pitch, so that also helps with his music.
He does. Yeah, he's a master producer. I think in terms of his songwriting, gold star. Producing, 3 gold stars. Voice, maybe a silver star. Just my opinion. But yeah, there's definitely artists that have tendencies. Adele is one of them, but I do like a lot of her stuff, I will say.
Gotcha. That was a long time ago. Okay, I just want to know. It popped into my head.
Yeah, you're good. Other things I'm looking forward to. So, for those who don't know, I teach oral skills 1 and 2 and 3 coming soon at the University of Georgia. If you're one of my students, hello. Good to see you. Or I guess not see you. You're listening to me. And I like to do this thing in the beginning of my classes where I play random music and we analyze it for the first 5 minutes of class. And on Friday we did Earth Song, and I asked my 955 class if they heard the song. Not a single hand went up, and my heart broke. So I've been listening to Earth Song by Michael Jackson a lot recently, and that honestly might be one of my top, that might be my favorite song of all time right now. It's so good. So that, and then the concerto that I'm performing next Thursday, but this week a couple of times for rehearsal for the orchestra. That concerto competition I mentioned before, I am one of the winners, and I'll be performing I'm performing the first movement of the Hidash horn concerto. Yeah, right. It's Hidash. So I'm performing the first movement of that concerto for that concert next Thursday. So music world, that is what I am looking forward to.
I just remembered one more thing, and this is yours is. I love you're doing the concerto thing. You guys are excited about real things.
He's got an audition.
Real artists. You have the audition. This I discovered today. It is a website called myinstance.com, like instant mashed potatoes. I don't know.
What?
And it's a bunch of buttons of various like popular sounds.
Oh,
So like Among Us roll reveal,
Yeah.
the Vine boom sounds,
Great. Classic.
I don't know, a bone crack, like
bone crack.
various sound effects, and you can actually upload your own, and it can become an embed button, which I did for some Ryan Trahan sound effects I'm using in like my elementary music classroom. I can just
That's
click
smart.
it. So fun. Just thought about that.
So what you're saying is we could have our own soundboard.
We could have our own
We
soundboard, and it would be really cheap, as in free.
Nice.
I feel like at least 97% of it is going to be some noise I make.
Yeah. I think we should have like a voting section if this becomes a big enough deal where people like, I don't know, we make like, I don't know, 20, 15 so episodes, and then the audience votes on some of their most iconic like sound moments, and then we take those and put them on a soundboard
There you go.
Yeah, I like it.
and just use them throughout the show.
Yeah. That's good.
So it's time for trivia. So
All right.
you can think about it. I'm going to ask each question one more time and give you time to change your answers, write things down. Don't show them to the other person.
Oh, so it's just those
obviously.
two questions?
Just those two.
Okay.
And it is 1 point per question right now. We'll see who's going to take the lead. Could be a tie.
Could be 0-0.
Could be 0-0.
I do think I had the first one.
I will start to gauge these trivia questions better as we do them more. Here it is. So the first question was, so before the 90s/2000s transition, all drum corps played on bugles pitched in a specific key to give them that loud screamer sound. What was the original traditional key of these bugles? So wait, don't say them out loud. All right, no changes. All right, so we're going to flip them and read. So we've got Josh, what's your answer?
I put B flat.
B flat. That is incorrect.
Really?
I
Let's
took
see.
a guess and I said B flat because I'm not a.
Was it F?
I'm not a horn
It's
player.
G.
G?
G bugles.
Would have never guessed that ever.
All right, well now you know.
Well, I got 0 points. I did
Guys,
not
it
get-
is a tight race right now. All right.
And it will continue to be a tight race.
Second question.
A tied race.
Yep.
Ryan Trahan often uses a distinct lo-fi aesthetic. In the early 2000s, before high definition, what was the name of the Apple laptop that looked like a colorful plastic clamshell? Let's turn them and read. What do we got, Josh?
I wrote iBook.
Ding ding.
Is it?
The iBook. What did you write, David?
I took the iPhone color and I put iMac C.
iMac.
That's really right.
And I would have. It's the iBook G3, but I'll give you.
Okay.
Yeah, you
iBook.
can give it to him.
Yeah.
I thought iBook because you said, oh, it opens and closes. So I was like, a book opens
It's a
and
book.
closes.
It worked. You got. Hey, Josh has 1 point. 1 point on the board.
No
carrying
way.
the one.
Yes.
And so yeah, David's gonna come back.
Yep.
You know what? You guys want a bonus one? I have a bonus one.
Let's do a bonus one.
Bonus one. Okay, here it is.
Put me more in the hole.
To this day, the save icon in most software is a picture of a 3.5-inch floppy disk. Even though they were called floppy, the 90s version was encased in hard plastic. What was the actual storage capacity of a standard 3.5-inch disk?
Oh, I don't know.
I will say closest one gets the point.
It's the original.
Closest storage
Floppy hard
capacity.
drive, so
Closest storage capacity of a what now?
floppy hard drive.
Yeah.
A floppy hard
Which
drive?
is not
floppy
that,
disk.
Which is not that much because there wasn't that much storage. And
I have
So
Right, yes.
the closest, I'm not even gonna say without going over because I feel like it's really easy to go over. So I'm
Yeah.
just gonna say closest one will get the point. Because then somebody would write down 0.1. If I said without going over.
Yeah.
I think I'm lowballing this a little too much.
All right. And flip them and read. What we got, Josh?
20 megabytes.
Okay, 20 megabytes. Let's see what David's is.
12 gigabytes.
12 gigabytes?
The correct and the closest did go over. Josh, it's 1.44 megabytes.
Yes!
Let's go.
Let's go.
So Josh is in the lead with 2. David with 0. We'll be back probably next week with more, weather permitting and life permitting, with the next episode and more trivia questions. So this has been fun. I've really enjoyed getting to do this.
Yeah, this is cool.
If you have any suggestions for segments or things you guys want to hear, you're our guinea pigs. You're the first people listening to this. We're going to put it out on a new YouTube channel, and we'll get it on Spotify and all those places, and we'll just see who shows up. And thanks for watching. I'm Rocky.
I'm Josh.
And I'm David.
And this has been Grace Notes.